Madness. Welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Pete.
My name's Rabea.
And today we're having a discussion about politics, and it might get dirty. First thing in the morning. No,
Yay.
we're not. We're not. Today we're having a look at the tone deaf effects and amplification. I don't know if anybody knows that. I'm sure you do, but not in amp form, right?
Yeah, they're quite well known for their pedals.
Yes.
Quite a lot of sort of famous artists have been using their pedals. Queens of the Stone Age, Kasabian, people like that, I believe.
Some really mad and out there effects as well, right?
Yeah, all sorts of stuff like the Trematron.
Trematron, we did a video on that, didn't we? Was that us?
No, Robin Lee did that, I believe. But I think you did as well.
Did we?
Yeah, and then we did things like the Fig Foam, the Dirty Blonde.
Hello.
You know, all those kind of... There's loads of different pedals they've done, and they're all made in the UK, really, really solidly made.
Yeah. Huddersfield, up near Manchester. Was that your kind of...
Yeah, it's from my neck of the woods, yeah. I'm from Leeds.
Leeds.
But
good cup of tea up there.
Yeah, they do great tea, Yorkshire tea. If no one's tried it, try it. But
Make
Luke,
good puddings as well. Anyway,
his name's Luke, and he founded Stone Deaf, and he's basically gone off on a mad mission to create a new brand that will help people out in if they want to sound, I suppose, really kind of like contemporary, but there's a classic vibe going on there, and it's very thick sounding, like stoner rock, like, you know, like real alternative rock, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but also clean, also clean stuff, right? Because these amps are analog amps with analog reverbs, with tubes. They might look like they've got no tubes in there at all, you know what I mean? But then everything that you see on the top of that is controlled digitally.
Yes.
So everything we've got on the floor here, we've got this BCB1010
for bearing a foot controller.
And we can essentially control 128. I mean, so normal amps might have one or two channels, right? This has got 128 channels, and that's controlled digitally.
Like when you think about things that have done that pretty well, like for example the Hughes and Kettner stuff, the Marshall JVM series, with all the programmable foot switching, no one has come close to the way they've done this using smart rotary controls.
That's that word again.
It is
smart rotary controls.
It means you can dial in something and then save it with the value that it's dialed into, because it works between a value of 1 and 100.
Yeah.
So that could be like 35%, and then the amp remembers it with MIDI information. But that's been done already. But what's most impressive is being able to program the bias, the class, like Class A, Class AB, the rectifier section, so you can go between a solid state and a tube rectifier. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all that stuff. So this is a 6L6 amp. It's got two 6L6s in there. It's got 4 AX87 and a rectifier tube.
Yep.
So you can switch between the rectifier tube or the diode solid state. I can't, all of this stuff again with amps and how they build them and stuff. I just play the guitar, plug it into it, and if it sounds great, I go, yay! I mean, this plugging into this, it was a bit daunting plugging into it, but actually it's not that difficult, is it? It's not that difficult. So let's just quickly, on here, if you can see on the GoPro cam with the tickle cam. So you got on the top here, you've got all of your normal switching. So you've got gain, volume, low, mid, high, reverb.
Yeah.
And then you've got your master, and you've got your presence and resonance. And I believe these three, so resonance, presence and master, are not a part of
the programmable side.
The programmable side. So that's something you can set as you want, right? Then you've got this mode switch here. Now the mode switch controls how all the MIDI functions. So if you want something to do something MIDI-wise, you can. When it's something with MIDI, I just literally go, because I don't know very much about MIDI. I mean, me programming a Kemper and stuff and trying to get stuff to control that thing MIDI-wise, I'm going, no, and then I literally just select something else. And
I must admit, that's new territory for me as well. Yeah. MIDI is a world in itself.
Yes, so but you know, a lot of people will understand that.
They've tried to make it easy though, haven't they?
But it is not that bad. Okay, so this is how it is. So the first switch here is a channel selector, where you got a clean channel. When that switches to yellow or green, you've got like a crunchy kind of channel, and red is then
the high gain,
fuzzy. And this is the cool thing about this amp. It gets a fuzzy tone. It's not like an overdrive tone. It's nothing that you hear out of any other amp, really. And then you've got your presets selecting here, so you don't need to have a pedal board, and you can connect any pedal board. You can use a gig rig, you can use an ES8 Roland Boss
anything with MIDI out.
Anything with MIDI out.
Or MIDI out.
And we literally plugged it in and it worked, so I went, it works brilliant. Let's not touch it. So this does the same here, the switch. So you can see there's a row up here where in Roman numerals it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I believe you've got 8 settings and 16 banks.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes. So I'm just going to switch. So you see the first one is white.
Yeah.
Where you get all the settings, and you can see all of these have got some presets already stored in there. Then if we go over, it's going to become red.
It's worth pointing out, as Pete's flicking, you can hear the odd click and pop. That is because these presets are changing things like rectifier, different
Valves,
class, so it's going to make that kind of sound.
Absolutely, and there's going to be more gain and more high end and stuff, and there's low pass. We get to that in a minute. So you can see I'm switching through. Then it becomes green. Then it becomes blue.
You could just keep clicking like a madman.
Yellow, light blue, purple, sort of a greeny.
All the colours of the rainbow.
And then you go to a white row with the red behind it, then you go to a red row with a white dot, then you go to a green with a white, then you go to a blue with a white, and you go to a yellow with a white.
It's impressive.
So the colours are pretty impressive. And then people say, how do you switch back if I go to 3 and a 4 and I want to go back to 2? Then when you just click that one there, then you're back. Hey, that's simple. Even I can figure that one out.
The low control is back and the volume control is front.
Exactly.
Forward even.
So that's really cool. So let's say...
Well, let's build a preset.
Let's build a preset. So quickly just go to the mode switch as well. So if you can see, let's see if I can...
Oh yeah.
If you turn that, you get all of the different... Let's go through them actually.
Okay.
So if you turn the knob to wherever the light comes on and you click it, it'll stay on.
Yeah.
Okay?
So it notifies you of it's indicating what you've got engaged on this particular setting.
Yeah. So let's go back to preset 1 and then start a preset from scratch.
All right.
I'm just going to turn down the volume because that
can be done.
It can be done. We can do it. We got the technology. We also got these cups.
Oh yeah.
And you can buy along with one of these t-shirts. Right.
They're actually really nice t-shirts.
Yes, they're good t-shirts.
Yeah.
So we are now. Let's go to a clean setting. So channel selector, clean. There's no lights there. Get some volume in there.
Are you controlling my volume, Pete?
I'm controlling your volume. So the volume pedal is now controlling the volume here. And I believe this is where the MIDI thing comes in, where you can literally, with any expression pedal, you can control any parameter.
It, yeah.
But, I mean, it's a bit too early for that for me. When I'm reading through the thing, they start saying MIDI, and then you choose channel this, and then that goes to that. I go...
So when you start reading and it's like, to engage the MIDI program, it
just all the letters just falls off like this. I know it should probably be knowing it, but I'm sure somebody who's more clever than me, and there are people out there that are cleverer than me.
Believe it or not.
So anyway, all right. Let's start with the mode switch, basically. Okay, so let's start on. You got the effects loop in here, so we've got the up. So. And then you got your rectifier or your solid state. Okay. Then you got your fixed bias or your cathode bias. Okay. Then you got your frequency, which is a dip. Then you got a high.
It's way lower, more low end.
Yeah, low pass.
My little stingers.
High pass. And then you got your 50 AB or A in 8 watts. So if we AB 50 now.
Okay.
And your bedroom. Cool. So that was all the effects you've got around here. If you hold it in, that's when the MIDI is, then you can control the MIDI stuff.
So you start programming what you want your controller to control.
Yeah. So, and that's sort of the thing with touching stuff, which I'm not really completely sure about, so there must be a video up there. Anyway, we need to have the effects loop on for this one. And we like the fixed bias. I think this now sounds pretty good. And then, so let's say you want a bit more reverb in there, then you can turn your reverb on and off by clicking the switch.
That's nice.
That's nice. And then you've got your, so we're in channel, actually, let's go back to the clean channel there.
Okay.
Just to keep it completely clean, so we don't have any crunch in the gain channel.
Glassy.
Glassy. And then you can, here's your high. And your mid. Now, I'm not completely sure, but this, when I click it and the purple thing comes in.
I think that means, that's basically saying that this is where the preset's set to when the purple light comes in.
And I think that's a dip sort of thing, so you can move it around like that. So if you set your, let's say set it here, try to play. So I think you're moving that.
Oh right, okay. The Q factor.
Yeah, the Q factor. Yeah, I think that's what it said in the manual.
Nice.
But let's turn that back down so we don't have anything like that. And then you got your low.
It's a lovely clean channel.
Yeah, so that's a clean channel. So if I want to save that on preset, you will hold in the preset to store. And it clicks one, and then you can see it flashes on If you want to put that on you click this once or trois there. If you want to go back to then you go back there, and then you simply hold, click and hold, and your preset is now saved on there. And also that would be preset 1, and if you go to preset 2, it's another preset back to 1. That's the one we made there, and it's saved it with all the parameters we set here. Again, the rest then is the presence, and the master you can set as you want. That's
super impressive.
Really, really, because you have to remember it's switching all these things.
Yeah, it's changing the mechanical innards to do different things.
Biasing and everything, and biasing is a thing that...
It's a professional job.
Yeah, because like if you have a Victory amp or whatever it is, you have to put some measurements in, and you have to put a tube in, and that tube has to be biased to match the amp, and if it's too hot, then it sounds too gainy, and if it's too low, it just sounds like it's not there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's a pretty impressive thing to get correct. So let's just try the gain channel. So now let's say let's scooch on to number 2 here, and stick some of these things in again. Let's put the frequency in just for fun. Okay. See what that does. So we're on number 2 now,
and this is
so down with that a bit, and then. There we are, that's the green channel. I mean, that's a proper rock tone, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
Let's have the old Polus. Let's Polus. See, why am I sitting like this? It's like I'm playing some classical guitar. That's proper like.
Man, it's a really, really unique tone.
Yeah, it is a unique tone, but still. If you want to rock out. Yeah, do some stuff. Oh, so that's 8
So
watts
now we're on the 8 watt mode and we're gunning the master.
Yeah. That's awesome. So if you want to save that, again, hold, select 2, hold.
Bosh.
So now that's back to 1. So that's pretty cool. So you want to go to 3 and get it even madder. So you select preset 3.
Well, now we'll gun the gain.
Gun the gain for the red channel.
Oh,
Because this gets fuzzy. I'm gonna get stone deaf.
I mean, that's massive sounding.
That is
really
huge.
big, yeah.
From 1 amp. This is 1 amp.
And a 212.
And a 212.
Shaking the room.
Boom, boom.
No,
Shake the
it
room.
genuinely was shaking the room. I
Yeah.
wasn't just saying it for effect. I mean, fair play. It does sound absolutely massive.
It does sound massive, and it's a tone that you won't really hear. So if you're looking for something that can do that clean tone, that takes the pedal well, let's try to go back. Let's just save that as well.
There's number 3.
That's number 3. So let's go back to our first setting, which was. And then we got a contraband. So yeah, do the 383 there. Which is an overdrive pedal. And turn it off, please, just to see. So there you got the clean.
I mean, it takes pedals pretty well by the sounds, yeah.
And we got a contraband as well, which is a fuzz.
Yep.
See what happens. Of course, that's going to smash everything up because it is a fuzz pedal, so you know. But it takes pedals well. So if you want to just have something where you build a pedal platform, clean, and then you want these completely mad. So for studio, this is a great.
It's got such a vibe. I mean, if you're a fan of Queens of the Stone Age, like Smashing Pumpkins, like you want to look into this kind of amplifier because you're going to achieve this without having to buy loads and loads of pedals to achieve that kind of sound. You get it from the amp.
Yeah.
In buckets.
So they're doing the 50. They're doing the 30. The 30 is an EL8034. 84.
Yeah.
I can never tell the difference between those. They do a little 8-watt head.
Mm-hmm.
They do a 30 combo as well. They do loads of different cabs. This is 2x12 upright. I think they do like a sideways and downways and front and behind and back and all that stuff. All of that is on the website and the links below as well. I think to end off,
Shall we?
I think we'll try just to plug into this and see what that does.
Jam on the 30.
Yeah. Hoping they're good for it and do the bad thing.
What the hell?
Okay, let's just have a look at this SD30 really quick. As you can see, it's a different layout, right?
Yeah, so it's only a tiny bit smaller. Obviously, that's 50, this is 30. And the main difference is over the mode control, where you don't have the sort of EQ controls. Like, you don't have frequency to give you more low and scoot the mids, and you don't have high pass and low pass. However, you still have effects loop, valve rec, solid state rec. You do different biases and you do different class settings.
Yeah, and you don't have the presence and resonance button either, so you kind of lose out on that. Let's try to dial that around here. Let's go to there. They can hear the bias pop, fixed bias, probably nicer. So it's got an effects loop. We put the effect in the other one, but it's got an effects loop where you've got control of the input and the output volume.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah.
So gives you a little bit more flexibility. So let's just sit here. We set everything kind of at 12 o'clock. So now you have to use the master and because you only got 2 channels, right? So you.
I guess you clean. Your first channel is kind of a clean, and as you gun the volume, it's going to get crunchy, and then channel 2 would be your main overdrive.
Okay, let me just hand you this.
Alrighty.
Get some clean strap tones. Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice.
Let's see if
really
that reverb
powerful.
Yeah, there's a lot of reverb in this one as well. I mean, definitely a different tone from the other amp.
Yeah, very different.
Very different. I assume again you would be able to hold that in there, click it and then hold it, and that's then saved for the first, and then you want to click to your next. Here.
This is a different preset.
So this
completely.
is a different preset.
Yeah, completely clean.
Different preset.
Yeah.
Hand me over and I'll try to give some gainage.
Some dirty tones.
This is completely opposite. It's normally me that does all the clean.
It is.
Ha!
Tables have turned. Here we go.
Oi! What was that? I don't know. That's only on 8. That's only on 8 watts.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's a power rock tone.
You can't argue with that.
No,
not at all.
And on that note,
I've been Rabea.
And I was Pete. We'll see you next time. Links are below. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. To end off,
Shall we?
I think we'll try just to plug into this and see what that does.
Jam on the 30.
Yeah. Hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. What
the hell?
Hop on the good foot and do the bad thing.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.